Good evening and happy Monday. I don't
Good
usually
evening.
I don't usually stream on Mondays, but I didn't get to stream over the weekend. And a Lego Speed Champion set arrived in the mail today, so I figured let's go ahead and do a stream. And remember what I said before on the last Lego Speed Champion stream that I was done with single packs? Well, we still got 6 2-packs to go before we finish the series. Let's go over to the camera. As you can see, today's 2-pack comes in a truly massive box. The physical size of the box is pretty much the size of my little stream table. So this is what the original 2-packs looked like in 2020 and 2021. You'll remember the 2-packs that we've done before that represent 2022, 2023, and 2024 were all in smaller boxes, just not that much bigger than the single car sets, probably because these massive boxes probably looked out of place next to the single car sets on the shelves in that row. I can understand why you would have, from a marketing standpoint, why you would have decreased the size of the box so it looked better next to the single car sets. But the first 2 waves of Speed Champions Generation 2 were apparently in these big, huge boxes that are similar to what LEGO uses for other large sets. You can see here today we have the Dodge 2-pack. This set is unique because it comes with 2 very unique cars in the line. This vintage Challenger is the only purple car in the entire Speed Champions Generation 2 series. And it also comes with this dragster. This is the only dragster style car in the entire series. And it's unique enough that it doesn't even fit in my garage. I'll have to figure out a placement for it after the stream. That's not too far from the rest of the cars, but still big enough to hold it. So we'll see where I can put the dragster. This is also a 2-pack, which means they only give you 1 wrench for the 2 drivers to share. So I've pulled out and at the ready, I have here my baggie of spare wrenches. There's 6 in there because there's 6 2-packs left in the series. And today, after today's stream, there will only be 5 wrenches left in the spare wrenches bag. Um, well, the other thing, so yeah, I have this set that came in the mail today. I have 2 other sets that are somewhere in the mail system, and 3 other sets that I have yet to enter into the purchase queue. And then we'll be done with Speed Champions probably by the end of summer. So let's go ahead, and I've talked long enough, and this is going to be a fairly substantial build, and it's Monday, so I don't want to be on too terribly late. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me and as usual, I have my tool ready just in case we need it. So the box, you've seen the box. It took up the whole screen even just sitting on my table. Back of the box, standard Speed Champions, back view of the Challenger, back view of the Dragster, some photos of the real cars over here on this side. We're not gonna dwell on the back side of the box because it's too big to get on camera, and I've talked long enough already. So let's break the seal and get into it. All right, where is the seal? Oh wow, this box is so big. We actually have 2 of the press tabs. 3 more of the 2-packs are from the 2020-2021 waves. And then we also have the 2-packs from the June 1st wave. That's what's left in the series. So as you can see, we have our instruction books. That's the one for the vintage Challenger. And We also and we also we also have this instruction book for the dragster. But you know the drill by now. We use the PDFs. Here's the sticker sheet for the dragster. I'm sure there's another sticker sheet in here that I didn't pull out yet. So we should have 4 numbered bags. 2, 4, 1, and 3. And I'm not sure which car is which. Hold on a minute. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to have 2 sticker sheets in here because we have 2 different cars. Unless the Challenger doesn't have any sticker sheets. So 3 and 4 will be one car. 1 and 2 will be the other car, but I'm not sure which car is which. Let me. I found the sticker sheet for the Challenger. It was inside the pages of the instruction book. So here's the Challenger sticker sheet. Not bad at all for a Speed Champions set. The dragster sticker sheet looks about standard for Speed Champions. And we have the sticker sheet for the Challenger, which looks fairly simple. Only 12 stickers on that little sheet. I think we can manage it. I think we're going to start with the Challenger because it's a more normal car. The Challenger is a more normal looking car, so let's go ahead and pull up the instructions. And when we finish the Challenger, we'll go right into the dragster. So it looks like the Challenger it's labeled as book 2 here, which means it's meant to be the second build. So if I come here and step through the instructions, yeah, we want bags in 3 and 4. So we'll set aside bags 1 and 2 for the dragster later. And then we also want to set aside bag 4 because we do not need it yet. And so this looks like a fairly standard Speed Champions build process. The 3rd bag will give us the back end of the car, and then the 4th bag will give us the front end and the rest of the car. So we want to open bag 3. So yeah, we want to open bag 3 and then start putting together the driver. And it looks like this driver is going to wear sunglasses. How you wear sunglasses under a helmet, I do not know, but this guy surely does. This may be the only purple Speed Champions car, but it's not the only purple Lego car I own. The Bowser car from the Mario series is also purple. And I built that one on stream a few months ago. So we have all the pieces out now, pretty much. And now we're going to start by finding the parts that make this driver and putting him together. So there's the legs. He's got a very distinctive jacket, it looks like. Interesting. Is that a butterfly printed on his jacket? I'm not sure. But he gets a head with sunglasses. Oh, you don't have to give him the sunglasses. There's his hairpiece. Okay, so that's what he looks like with the sunglasses. However, he's also got a dual printed head. This is probably the head you will use if you put the helmet on him, because sunglasses under the helmet just isn't, that doesn't work well, I don't think. So there's his alternate head for his alternate face for when he's wearing the helmet. But we'll let him keep the sunglasses for just standing at attention in the garage. For several years, he was the only Speed Champions driver to wear sunglasses. But there's one of the June 1st 2-packs has both drivers in sunglasses. So there's one more look at our driver. Very distinctive jacket pattern he has. And we will go ahead and set him down to watch the build. As per Speed Champions tradition, he also gets a wrench. And the instructions show him getting the wrench, which means we won't have to go into the spare parts baggie till we open up the dragster later. And we will also have to give him a helmet. And just like all the other drivers, he doesn't have a need for the helmet yet because he doesn't have a car to drive yet. So we'll let him watch the car be built. And we'll go ahead and get started. We of course start with the traditional chassis piece because this is a regular car. The dragster won't have the standard chassis piece. I think that one will be a fully built up. We'll be building a custom frame for that one, I believe. What's going on in this step? So my eye doctor appointment got moved because the doctor had a family emergency that day. So I'm stuck with blurry vision for another week. But we'll get through it. And hopefully I'll be getting a updated glasses prescription next week. With that big box removed from the table, this turns into a fairly standard Lego workstation. Not much different than the average Speed Champions 2-pack setup that we use. I dropped something. What did I drop? Hold on. I see what I dropped. Hold on a second. All right, let's get right back into it. Ah, interesting. We're putting in the gear lever early this build. Like, we don't even have a car around it yet, or even anything that looks like the beginnings of a car around it yet. All right, let's just keep going. We're starting with the brackets early on this one. I know my lighting's not the best. That's not something I'll be able to fix before the end of the series. But hopefully later on this year, I'll be able to fix the lighting for other Lego in the future. It's not too bad as long as the colors aren't too dark. All right, so we're going to start with the first axle block. When the series is done, later on this year, we'll probably do a tier list and ranking of all the cars. And it looks like we're getting into the other axle block now. Here's the piece. And we have our first pieces in the car's distinctive purple color. This color is unique to the Speed Champions line in this car. And we're starting with the wheel arches now. Starting to bring in some more of the color definition, which is unique on this car in the series. And we also have some bracketing for the sides. Okay. Interesting use of some bright colors to fill in some of the filler areas that won't be seen in the final build. LEGO does this for two reasons. One, it's to help builders follow the instructions better, because having brightly colored and differently colored insides, it's easier to follow instructions when there's different blocks of color. But also, it increases the variety of colors of pieces that you get in each set. Like some models from the outside are all one color, but inside they're a rainbow mess. because Lego doesn't like releasing sets that are just one color or a couple colors. From a building standpoint, color palettes like that aren't very exciting. That's another reason why they do colorful pieces for the interior structure pieces that aren't going to be seen in the final build. And just as quickly, we're covering up those colored pieces. And now we have some slope plates. If I can find them in the parts pile. Yeah, these pieces that are part cheese slope, part studded plate, they're not as common as plain cheese slopes, but functionally they're just as useful. All right, we need to find one more of those, and then we can move on. There it is. Okay. Shoot. And it's steps like this where my blurry eye issue starts to become a little bit of a problem, but I think I can manage. Wow, this is a series of 1x1 brackets and varying layers of positions. That's an interesting assembly technique. So this whole section is supposed to attach on like this to the back of the car. So we're basically building some structure for the back of the car for whatever attachments are going to create the actual shape for the back of the car. That's an interesting technique for sure. I know you can't really see what I'm doing since these are all 1x1 bits and I have fat fingers. That's one of the problems with my Lego streams. I try and do as much on camera as possible, but It's not always possible to do that and keep a good enough grip on the pieces to prevent them from flying. So we're going to be doing an assembly now. Interesting jumper placement there. And then we have the anti-studded tiles. So yeah, let's just this is definitely going to be a big chunky purple piece. We're going to start to see the car's shell come together, I think. So yeah, this whole section looks like it's getting smoothed off. So yeah, this is going to be part of the shell of the car, it looks like. So we have the back end of a slope, and we get a sticker. Looks like the sticker is going to be the license plate. I probably should have applied the sticker before putting the piece on. Yeah. Let's fix the sticker and then reattach the piece. So there's the sticker. It looks like it's a license plate. It says TA70. Oh, shoot. According to the picture, it's supposed to be upside, the sticker is supposed to be upside down. Yeah, because this whole assembly goes in upside down. So I actually have to redo that sticker. See, that's what blurry vision does to you when you're trying to read the instructions and the instructions have tiny print. So I have now turned the license plate upside down, and that's what it looks like as the bottom of the assembly now. So this lines up how exactly? In line with the brackets, it looks like. So this lines up to these bars down here and clips on like that. All right, we're now firmly connected to the clips, and that's what the back of the car looks like with that bit attached. All right, let's keep building. It looks like we're doing another structural assembly now, as evidenced by the fact that we have more bright colors that aren't going to be visible from the outside of the car. And we're going to get another sticker on this page as well. So we have a little bit of this assembly will be visible. Is that a... No, that's a trans clear tile. We're supposed to put a sticker on a trans clear tile? It's probably just a color blocking effect for the sticker. Let's see. The number 7 sticker. Oh, it's the Dodge logo in silver. So let's see. This section will be down like this. So in order to make sure that this section goes right side up, now on this sticker I can see the letters a little more clearly. Yeah, that sticker looks nice. Let's put these two trans red tiles on the side. And that's what it looks like with the sticker on the Dodge logo. And then this assembly will attach, well, it will drop into the middle of the back of the car, securing those clips into place. Okay, back of the car is starting to take shape. And it says we're supposed to do 2 times on this assembly. So we'll go ahead and we'll build this, and then we'll build it again, and then we'll turn the page and see if there's any additional steps that must be done. Okay, there's one. We need to do that again. these sections. Oh, there's also a purple tile on the outside. Okay, I see what's doing here. They plug in like this to the bracket assemblies on the back of the car, which tile up the outside of the car with that purple tile we attach to the outside, as well as filling in the rest of the tail light, which we can now line up the piece of the tail light that was already there. We will do the same thing on the other side. So we'll attach the purple tile. We'll stick the assembly in to the brackets on the back, and then we will push in the piece of the tail light that was already there to line up better. And so that's what it looks like from the back with the tail lights lined up, and from the top, the structural assemblies that we've been putting in. I think from here, we're going to start to smooth off the top of the car. All right, so now we need some purple plates. So yeah, it looks like we're starting to fill in the surface of the car now, at least in the back. Okay. Okay, so it looks like this plate here, we're going to put a slope on it, and that's going to fill in a chunk of covering the structural stuff. This covers a whole big area back here. All that's getting covered up by this plate. If I can just line it up correctly and press it in. That's how it goes, is right there. Well, that was a satisfying click. Snap, sound, whatever you want. But yeah, all the structural bits that formed the back tail light assembly are now securely in place. So it looks like one, but not both of these assemblies is getting a sticker. I've never really understood unsymmetrical bits, but I guess we'll learn what's up in a moment when I actually attach the sticker. So we line this up with the other slope. That covers over that bit and creates more shaping in the back here. Okay, but that piece doesn't want to sit flat yet. Hopefully there'll be something to secure this whole juncture. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and here's one on the other side. This one does have a sticker. And this sticker we do want to put right side up. That's not the right sticker. That can't be the right sticker because that sticker is too long. Blurry eye strikes again. But no, this is the sticker I want to use right here. So this sticker is just the Challenger logo. And if we put this on here, this section will line up with the others. Make some more of that shell, that beautiful purple shell. And that's what the back of the car looks like with that Challenger logo sticker on it. Okay, let's keep going. So now it looks like this step is just tiling things off. Okay, as you can see, the back of our car is starting to look more smooth now as we add the surface pieces and the tiles. And now we have some shaping for the back of the car as well, done with slopes and brackets. And this will go into these little indents we left here, like this. So this is where the back window is going to go. And now we're going to finish off the sloping bit here that goes into the interior. And we just have a couple pieces left for bag one. And I think this step is going to pretty much do us for bag one. It looks like this is going to be the back of the seats. Press that in. We'll do the other one. And so there's the seat backs. And it's time for the second bag. Or in this case, bag 4, but it's the second bag of this car. Sorry, didn't realize I had the instruction books in the way. As we usually do, we're going to set the tires aside so they don't roll around on us. And same with the canopy pieces, the windscreen pieces, set them out of the way. Let's get the rest of our pieces out here. Okay, let's flatten out our pile. Wow, that's the biggest tile I've ever seen. It's not the biggest one they make, but it's the bigger one I've seen in person. We'll set that aside. I think that's the roof of the car, so I won't need it for a while. So this step is starting with 2 studs. Okay, let's make sure I line everything up correctly. So we get the 2 gray studs on either end of what's going to be the console, and then there's a black tile in the steering wheel. So that's what it looks like with the steering wheel attached. Not that it matters because we don't have the rest of the console on yet. I also can't get the light in there. But yeah, you can see the steering wheel. So let's see, there's a bracket. There's this weirdly shaped piece that looks like it's going to hang off the front. And then there's a tile to smooth off the front of that piece, like this. Okay. So we're starting to layer up the front of the car so we can start the shaping up there. And you can see more of the brightly colored interior pieces to help builders with the layering. Okay, so it looks like we get some, yeah, trans orange studs here. Make up the beginnings of the headlight block. We need to build 1 more of those. What's interesting is that the way I have the garage laid out, the purple car is going to actually end up in the same portion, in the same garage room as my orange car, which was, I think, the 4th car I built in the series. It was part of the second 2-pack I did all the way back, episode 3, I think it was, of the series. Okay, so here we're starting to fill in some shaping, or some interior structure, I mean. And here we're getting the front wheel arches and some brackets. The brackets are going to help us build up the sides of the car later. All right, those are the brackets. Let's get these arches on. So yeah, we're just filling in some substance, structure, and shaping now. Okay, so we're starting to build up. We're starting to put in the lower half of the sides of the car now. Let's see how we're doing. We're about to hit the hour mark. We're about to hit. All right, this goes on the side of the car like this, leaving the top row of the brackets exposed for more side work to be done later. It's amazing how each piece of the shell you add on one of these cars um, improves the look more and more till it actually begins to look like the car you're trying to build. Like these side bits, the car definitely looks a lot different and a lot cooler with these attached. We're beginning to start to see the polish now, the smoothness that will be the final car as more and more chunks of the interior structure get covered over. So that's what the sides of the car look like with that side bit attached. We already did the same on the other side, so let's keep going. No, we want the long tile. Yeah. Okay, this whole section will then go on the side of the car like this. And we're starting to add more layers in now. And we'll do another one of those for the other side. And then this will attach onto this side of the car like this. And some more shaping for the side of the car now. And we're going to do an assembly now. I'm not sure from the little inset what part of the car this is meant to be. Based on the colors, I would assume this is an interior structure bit. Yeah. This will pop into the front of the car like this, filling in that gap and giving some more studs to build onto the front. And I will do another assembly. Okay, I see these are printed dishes that are meant to be the wheel covers. So let me go ahead and set these aside as well. And let's keep going. All right, sorry if I'm not talking much. I really don't have a lot to talk about tonight, other than occasional commentary during the build. And sometimes it just helps you focus to stop talking and just rest your voice for a bit. Like all Speed Champion builds, though, I'm really enjoying watching this car come together from start to finish. And once we finish this one, we'll be doing probably the most unique car in the entire line. So unique, I can't even put it in the garage with the others. This section isn't secured yet. That much is clear. Okay, so we got 2 stickers on this section, and these are supposed to line up. So it's just a little bit of black color blocking at the edge of the purple slopes. So those are the stickers I was talking about. You can see that block of black down there. I lined it up pretty well. It's not my best sticker job though. But looks like it's actually the underside of the car, so I don't have to worry about it not being perfect. So that's what that section looks like snapped into the front of the car. So we have another 2 times. It looks like we're working on the headlight blocks now. We need to do 1 more of those. And then these will attach to the front of the car. Oh, I see the slopes go into the brackets like that. The tiles line up to finish shaping the front of the car. And then the headlights are straight across. Yeah, that's cool. And now we do the tile that I got confused about before. Did I say tile? I meant sticker, but it's going on a tile. This tile, in fact. And this. Okay, so this sticker is actually the front grille of the car. And it too has the Challenger logo on it. So I'll pop that onto the front between the headlights. That's what it looks like. And now we're going to keep filling in some more bits on onto the surface of this car. Layering, structuring, and shaping. Give me a moment. I'm a little confused about something. Oh yeah, we're good. Let's keep rolling. Okay, so even though it's a mostly purple car, it looks like the black trim does in fact continue around the front here. I think that goes there, but let's just make sure the rest of this car lines up first. Yeah, those pieces go on, and then, yeah. So now we can tile off the rest of the front like that. There is a gap there, but the front structural bits that were used to place the front assembly, those are all buried and covered over now. And actually, there's very few pieces left. We're almost done with this car. We just got to do a little more shaping for the top of the car, and then we will be ready to move on to the other car. Officially, the last purple piece is now on the car. We have to make another assembly now. I assume this will be to fill in that last gap in the front of the car. We still have half of the stickers for the set left, and we're almost out of pieces. Okay. I'm not sure what this little assembly is supposed to be, whether it's an exposed engine block or something like that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this covers over the rest of that surface area on the hood of the car. I know that back in this era, a lot of car drivers would customize their cars and put in non-standard engines that stuck out over the hoods of the cars. So that could just be an exposed engine block, but not really sure. And then it looks like we have two different windscreens, one that goes in the back and one that goes here in the front. And now it looks like we have to create the roof section. And I was right about my prediction that this oversized tile was going to be the roof. It looks like we just have to add some structural and shaping bits into it. Or really just that. And so these will attach to the back of the car and then the front of the car, like that. And then we have 3 stickers on this side and then 3 stickers on the other side. So this sticker goes along the tile. That big long tile will be put on the side of the car like this. I want to make sure it's straight. And then we have another sticker that goes next to that one. Okay, so that's what this side of the car looks like with the stickers applied. You can see some striping and a logo. And then I have to do the stickers for this side. No, that's totally not lined up. This car does have a distinctive look. I like this car. I like all the cars, of course. It's good enough. Like this sticker is totally off the block. Let me fix. Let me realign the sticker on this side now that I'm looking at it from another angle. That's a little bit better. But now there's a visible scratch in the sticker. I can't mess with that one anymore without messing up the appearance of the car. So that's the stickers on the second side that I just applied. Here's the empty sticker sheet. Let's toss that aside. And it looks like we have one more assembly before we're done here. Well, and we also have to add the wheels. This is a car. Okay, so this assembly is actually going to go under the car. It looks like this is this car's version of exhausts because it's got these little pipe bits we're putting on it. So how does this line up? This lines up over here. Oh, I see. It slots into this little gap here and lines up with the axle block like that. So this car has its exhaust coming out the sides of the car underneath. And now we add the wheels. And we have some nice printed wheel covers. That's a cool looking wheel. And the wheels are on, meaning the car is now done. So here's the car. Front, side, back. You can see from the side the little exhaust pipe by the back wheel. From the top, it's a nice little purple and black car. It's got a distinctive, unique look. Okay. Let's see, where are we on time? We're just at the hour-and-a-half mark, it looks like. I can't tell. We're a little under an hour and a half. I can't tell. We're a little under an hour. All right. And here's the driver of our vintage Dodge Challenger one more time. And let's put him back in his spot. And you know what? Let me take a very quick stretch. Very quick stretch. Ugh. You know what? We are going to do a little bio break. Wow. My neck fan got slimy. I better change the towel on that as well. Enjoy this view of the Dodge Challenger, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Quick bio break, and then we will start on the dragster. Okay, I'm back. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, I'm back. When you're doing a long stream that you know is going to be a few hours, do not underestimate the importance of a good bio break. It also helps with your stamina on long streams and helps you get through it. So one last look at the Dodge Challenger. We'll set that aside. We'll let the driver watch the construction of the other car as well, like we usually do with 2-packs. We usually let the first driver watch the second car. So we're going to switch the instructions over to the dragster. So it looks like bag 1 is the body of the dragster, and then bag 2 is going to be the surface detailing. We have this monster sticker sheet to work with as well. So let's go ahead and get that into the parts pile. And now we're going to open up bag 1. So yeah, you can tell from the bag numbering that they want you to build this one first, but given that this is the more unique car, I wanted to build it second. I always try, and when I have a preference between the two cars, I always try and build the cooler one second when I do a 2-car stream. In the case of the 2 Ferraris, for example, it was the Competizione with its racing stripe that just narrowly looked a little teensy bit cooler than the Tributo, which was just plain red. Same deal with when we did the Fast and Furious 2 cars. The Dodge in that series was a really fancy all black, but the Nissan in that we did that night had some really cool blue racing stripes on it. So we're going to start with the driver. As you can see from the picture, it carries on the Speed Champions tradition of only giving you 1 wrench per set. So I have my baggie of spare wrenches. There's 6 wrenches in this baggie, and I'm going to take one out and set it down in the accessories for our new driver. And she's also going to get a regular black helmet to match the one that the other driver has. So let's go ahead and get that assembled. Usually I assemble a driver and then the accessories, but here you go. 2 helmets and 2 wrenches. Let's go ahead and get the driver built now. And this driver has a full-on racing suit. And we're going to put the head on. This is just a single-sided head, like most Speed Champions drivers. And she's got that cute girly hairstyle. So the dragster has a girl driver. This continues with Speed Champions traditions of the 2-packs, having 1 male driver, 1 female driver. Confident smile. Let's see if we can get a close-up on this. This racing jacket uniform looks really cool, but it doesn't seem to want to focus. But that's a pretty cool arrangement. Oh, and yeah, she's got that confident smirk that a lot of the drivers have. I don't know if you can see that up close, but yeah. This is a driver with attitude and confidence. Well, I guess if you're going to race a dragster, you kind of need to have that. We'll sit her down to watch the build with her friend. 2 helmets at the ready, 2 wrenches at the ready, tools ready. And given the kind of car that she drives, there's an innuendo joke to be made, but I don't like that kind of rude, obnoxious humor, so we'll skip it and move on. And as you can see, there's no chassis piece for this one because of its unusual and unique shape. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. Okay, what I need to get, okay, I see what I need to do here. All right. So yeah, did I mention that I'm a little blurry tonight? So it looks like we're building a central frame that we're going to build the rest of the car around later. We're seeing more of these internal yellow pieces. Oh, this car has some yellow in the stickers on the surface. So some of the yellow might actually show through the black portions of this car. I'm not sure. The yellow might just be stickers, but we'll see how it goes together. We're definitely working on some structure right now. I'm not even sure if this thing will fit on the table. Oh, I put that in incorrectly. It's meant to go this way. I'm glad I caught that before it was an issue. And these long yellow plates on the side will help secure all these bricks and keep them straight. I'm not familiar with dragsters, so I really don't know what to expect with this build, other than what we saw from the little preview pictures at the front of the manual. That's not right. I'm glad I was able to pull that off without having to go to the tool, though. Okay. So yeah, so we're giving it even more length. Geez, how long even is this car? Okay, we should have one more. There it is. You can see the way they're alternating studs on the top and studs on the bottom. There's going to be some more stuff going on the bottom as well, I do believe. Okay. That still doesn't feel entirely sturdy. I think it's going to take some more strengthening work. These are tiles, which means this must be the outer surface of this end of the car at least. And they did layer the tiles such that it should add some sturdiness. Yeah, those bricks aren't flexing anymore. Let's keep going. And right off the bat, we get some stickers. And this is a huge Dodge logo that goes across the tiles, so I don't want to mess up on lining this up. I think this is the quickest we've gotten to stickers in a build in the series, or close to at least. And then there's just this one sticker that continues the pattern. It's not as big a deal to leave a gap with this one, since it doesn't have any of the big text. I'd say I lined up that logo pretty well, don't you? All right, let's flip it around and do the stickers for the other side. And actually, given how massive these 6 stickers are, we've already put in a significant bulk of the sticker work for this car. Not sure why I can't get this one to go straight when I did so well on the other side. Okay, that's not quite as good as the other side, but good enough that the gapping shouldn't be noticeable to a casual observer. And then we'll just put on this last sticker for the patterning on this side. It would help if it was straight. And there's the sticker work for this side. Okay, let's set the stickers aside. And all right, so we have an assembly we're going to put together. Yeah, this definitely doesn't look like a car right now. This is like no car I've ever seen. But it's cool. It's cool that once in a while Speed Champions gives us something truly unique. And we're already on to our next couple stickers. In this case, a number sticker, 1320, although I have no idea what the significance of the number is. It might just be a random number for all I know. It's still a cool number. And we're getting more stickers on these bits, so why don't I just wait and show you all the stickers for this assembly at the end. Okay, so it looks like this is based on the shape. I would assume that this is some kind of spoiler assembly, although it's a front spoiler, which is not something you usually see. But again, this car is its own breed. Okay. It's got some kind of, wow. It's got a logo here, which looks like some kind of wasp or hornet or bee. Let me go ahead and finish putting this section together, and then I will show you the stickers. Okay, and this even has some of the aircraft and boat skid pieces that you sometimes see on the bottoms of planes and boats. Probably because of how close the front of this car gets to the ground. That's not in correctly. They're supposed to be over a stud in the middle like this. Yeah. I need to add one more of those to this side. Okay, so that's what the logo, that's what the racing logo on the side looks like. And there's the number. And this section, okay, we want to be facing this way. And this section will plug in here. And that's where the front wheels are going to attach. And now we're going to continue on with this shaping and the buildup. The other three retired 2-packs have some interesting stuff going on with them too, which we of course will explore when I have them in hand and I'm building them on the show. All right, where is this other tile? There's supposed to be another little black. There it is. It was buried. And then we have this curved slope piece here that lines up like this. And this whole assembly will attach here and hold the front spoiler in place and secure it to the front of the car. I use the term car loosely at this point. I ate before the stream, but I'm starting to get hungry, so I think after the stream, when before I do my cleanup, I might take a little break and eat again. Maybe. Just a snack though, since I already ate dinner. And now we're getting some some bricks with the Technic pinholes going on here. And this will attach to the to this end of the car. Do I have that right? Yes. Okay. Is that a, I think that's a bracket. Yeah. So this will attach here. This lines up like this, I think. Yeah, and that lines up with those studs on the back. So yeah, the body's pretty sturdy at this point. And now we're gonna, looks like we have some of the, oh yeah, looks like we have some tiles here to kind of strengthen up the bottom some more. So we have a yellow tiled bottom to cover up the structure bricks on the bottom. Interesting. Ah, I started the tiling one stud too far. Let's fix that. Good thing that didn't go off the table. Okay. So yeah, the bottom's pretty much smoothed over now. This car seems to be coming together pretty quickly. And again, its unique structure means it doesn't have a standard build sequence. Lots of clips going on with this little assembly. So there's the brown, there's the yellow. All right, that's where this one lines up, is right there. We're quickly running out of bag one pieces here. So structurally, I think we're almost done with the main body, it looks like. How does this even attach? Oh, I see. That's meant to go into these little clips here, which covers over all these brightly colored tiles we have on the inside of the structure there. So yeah, those colors are going away, covered by this black surface piece, which came apart as I was trying to attach it. That doesn't feel very secure. So this folds down into it, creating that angular shape at the front, so that from the front you can see the angle of the car coming together now. So it looks like we still have some colored areas at the back of the car to cover over. I think we're going to see some more stickers in a moment, because I remember the top of the car definitely having a little more detail than just being plain tiles. So let's go ahead and keep going through the instructions. We just hit the 2-hour mark for stream, but we're already almost halfway done with this car. I don't think this stream will get to the 3-hour mark, which is normal for a 2-car stream to hit that 3-hour mark. But that's okay, because it's a Monday, and I'm going to need to start getting ready for bed soon. Okay, this section attaches on to the back of the assembly like this. I wonder what this bit is meant to be. But that's supposed to go right there. And then these are supposed to go on here like this. I think I lined that up correctly. Okay, so we're definitely doing things in the step that are not symmetrical. Let me make sure I'm doing things correctly. So that's supposed to go there. And then we get a stud. This section goes on here. So this is going to be facing that way. It would be help if I had all the slopes facing, well, mirror of each other. So we have one coming down, one coming forward. So is this the mirror of what's going on here? Ish, maybe. Let's go ahead and put these in and hope I got this right. Yeah. And then this tile goes here. And then these bits with the clips go over here, I think. All right, I think I lined that all up correctly. And now we have 5 more stickers to put on. What sticker number was that? 19. So that's just some more of the patterning. And then we have the 18 sticker. So we're just continuing on the silver honeycomb pattern that we put on the sides of the car. But on the top of the car, the honeycomb pattern, instead of having big Dodge logo, has little yellow honey spots. Since there's no logos outright, it's okay to have a few gaps between the stickers at the edges of the tiles, so long as they're straight and line up. So that's what the top of the front of the car looks like with the honeycomb pattern stickers attached. That's a very distinctive look. I like it. Now on the back half of the car, you can still see we have some yellow, red, and blue shining through. Those are going to be covered over in bag 2, I think. But here, so here's the structure of our second car for tonight. Doesn't look like any car I've ever seen, that's for sure. I use the word car loosely in this context. Let's go ahead and get out the bag 2 stuff. We have these 2 big tires that are going on the back of the car. And then we have these smaller wheels that are going to go on the front of the car. Well, actually, those look like, and then we want to set aside these wheel covers as well. And here's a canopy piece with that printed honeycomb pattern. And we actually get a yellow steering wheel this time. All right, let's proceed with our build and get this car finished. Or I should say vehicle at this point. Okay, so this looks like it's the back of the seat, which is a very interesting shape for a seating area. So now we're going to put in the, we have some plates that are going to go on the sides here and start to cover up these colored areas. And also we have here the yellow steering wheel. Normally in Speed Champions you get black steering wheels, but there are a few exceptions. And now we're going to move on to an assembly. So we have this long sloping piece. And then another one. And we're going to get 2 more stickers here, including a big version of the B logo. So I need to make sure I line these up good. I'm trying to line this up carefully since this is a giant logo, which is like 2 big puzzle pieces. So I want to make sure that I line them up. It's not like things like stripes where you can kind of just fudge it. These have to be almost perfect in order to look good. Okay, that's pretty good. And this will go, wow, this fills up a good chunk of the side of the car. Let's just hope I can put it on without breaking the whole section apart. The section by itself is fragile, but when you line it up and press it into the plates on the side, it should get steady. Yeah. So more of the side of the car's design is coming. More of the design of the car is starting to come together now. Now we're going to build another one of those sections for the other side of the car. And actually, this pretty much putting on this side of the car is going to completely close in that very tiny seating area. It's a very tight and claustrophobic seating area. And now I have to put on another one of those racing logos. Please excuse me for a moment so I can try and do this as good as possible. This vehicle, I don't feel right calling it a car, but this vehicle has some serious stage presence. Not just because of its unique shape and imposing length, but also because of its distinctive livery. And with this, most of the stickers will be done. There's a couple left. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's not a bad lineup job. I think I got that one pretty well. Let's go ahead and attach it in. And with that, most of the surface of the car is now smoothed over. Let's keep going. And now we've got some little hinge pieces, which you know what that means in Speed Champions. It means hinges in Speed Champions are pretty much exclusively always locked into place. They're used to create precise angling for some of the features of some of the cars, but I'm not seeing the bottom portion of my hinges. Then again, my parts pile is a sea of black right now. There's one of them. Looks like they're supposed to go on the sides of the car. Over top of the wedges. Maybe. I'm not seeing. It's hard to tell from the picture exactly how these are supposed to line up. But I think it's like this. I'm going to wait until we attach whatever needs to go on them to actually fold them into position though. I think I got that lined up correctly. I hope I got that lined up correctly. So now it's just some more logo tiles. And we have 2 copies of this logo. But actually, I think there's a typo in the instructions based on the sticker sheet. So I'm actually going to go off book and swap 2 of the stickers on the sticker sheet for better lined up logos. So there's one, and we will press that, we will fold that into its position. So you can see here, that's the sticker we just put on, which is a smaller version of the Racing Bee decal that we see all over the rest of the car. And actually, it makes no difference if you swap the stickers or not, because it turns out they're all facing the same way. So on this side, the little tiny Racing Bee logo is going to be flying in an opposite direction from the big one on the side of the car. Small miss in my opinion, but doesn't detract from the look too much. And I showed you what that little sticker looked like already, so let's just keep going. This little plate goes here, and it has us attaching the canopy. Here's the canopy. It's got that honeycomb pattern print on it. And that's going to attach these clips here and fold down over the claustrophobic driver's area like that. So that's what the canopy looks like attached to the car. Am I supposed to be using the gray studs or the black studs for this? I think it's the gray ones. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly we're building now. Like I said, I don't know anything about dragsters. But it looks like a bunch of bar assembly going on the side of the vehicle. And make sure I got all the colors lined up right. Yeah, it looks like it does alternate black and gray. So now I have to build another one of those for the other side. This may be machinery components. I really have no way of knowing, since I don't know anything about dragsters. Okay, let's see here. We've effectively covered over at this point all the internal structure colors. Okay, let's. So we have the clips there. Okay, and then we got to put these back here. And then there's also, it looks like a bar piece going across. Looks like the standard lightsaber length bar piece. And that goes on these clips here. So it looks like we're doing some weird structural things for the back of the vehicle. So we have plate with clips and a tile. And then this gets a sticker. And this is going to be hanging down from that side. So we want to put this sticker in upside down. And this sticker is just a logo for Mopar, which I think is a subsidiary of Dodge or one of their related companies. I'm not entirely sure who Mopar is. Maybe they're just maybe they're just the corporate sponsor of this vehicle. I don't know. But that's what the Mopar sticker logo looks like. So this is going to attach here and fold down. And then I have to build one of those for this other side. I will say, as unusual as this vehicle is, it's a really fun and interesting build, seeing the different techniques. It's rare for speed champions to get this unique. And technically it does meet the 8 stud wide paradigm because of this front spoiler is technically 8 studs wide. So this there's still 2 stickers on the sheet, so And this piece looks exactly the same as the other piece. The only difference is I'm putting it on this side instead of that side. And now we're going to do another assembly here. Lego on my channel is going to slow down when I finish Speed Champions because I want to put away some tax money for next year. It's probably not going to stop entirely, but I won't be able to really collect much Lego until I get my taxes caught up for next year. Interesting, we have some non-symmetrical stuff going on here. Okay, so it says I'm supposed to flip these bits up and align them with the bottom of the sign like that. Okay. So I think that's an engine we're assembling piece by piece on the back. All right. So we have a flex hose piece. And it's supposed to go in at the top like this. And then it's supposed to attach here onto this stud. Why am I not getting a connection on that side? Oh, right. I need to have another one of those pieces in there. Now that should connect. So what's this supposed to hook onto? Has me push these down into this bit here, into the middle clip, and then has me loop these around onto these back bits here to make almost a little bit of a heart shape. So this is definitely some kind of engine cabling, I believe. I say definitely, but like I said, I don't know anything about it. This has to be engine cabling. Makes a little bit of the loop makes a little bit of a smushed up heart shape on the back. So there, that's what it looks like with the cabling attached. And then some tiles. then this goes. How exactly? Oh, goes on to this bit that sticks out. And our only instance of the almighty 2x1 wedge, curved slope wedge. Usually you see a lot of them in a Speed Champion set, but it looks like for this model, for this pair of models, they're only right here. Okay, this section goes on top here. Let me make sure that there was, yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything supposed to go in there. So this goes here on top like that. And here we need to do 8 2 times. This looks like some kind of frame piece. Maybe a cage of some sort. All right, I need to build one more of those. Okay, we have 2 of those little bits. And it looks like they're going to go on the back. How exactly do these, where exactly do these clip in? I have no idea. All right, so this section probably clips onto this bar. And then this section probably clips on down here around the engine cabling like that. And make sure everything's secure in those clips. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like, I think, it's just a guess, but I think what we're building now is the tail spoiler. Here's a Dodge logo sticker. That's what that sticker looks like. We're almost out of pieces here. Did I miss a piece? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. This was supposed to go on first. I completely missed that. Now it should attach properly. Yeah, there we go. And here we have, we're going to have the last two stickers going on these tiled brackets. And these stickers are identical to the smaller version of the B logo we put on those hinge bits at the sides of the car, of the vehicle. That's what it looks like. I'm not going to show you the one for the other side because it looks exactly the same. We're just under the 3-hour mark for stream. So yeah, actually, for my average of an hour and a half per car, that's a reasonable length for a 2-car stream. Empty sticker sheet. So it says to point it this way. So those clips go into these bars, and then these clips go into these bars like that. And then, well, that's cool. And then the whole tail assembly folds down like this, compressing over the engine cables. That's cool. All right. That's an interesting assembly. Like I said, I don't know anything about dragsters. And now if we come to the bottom, we're supposed to put this little yellow gliding piece onto that little gap in the tiling at the bottom. And now we're gonna build up some wheels. It looks like the front of the vehicle is just these two little wheel, tiny little wheel thingies that just clip into the pins up here. If I can get these two little wheels, there we go. And then we have one for the other side. And then for the big wheels in the back, we have a tire. We have the wheel piece that we stick into the tire. Hold on a second. Let me shed some light on this. I think there's some engraving on this tire, according to the instructions. Give me one moment. Light. Yeah, it says Lego Group on one side. Yeah. So it's actually printed with this factory size of the tire and Lego Group on it. Interesting. So it's printed both sides. So it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to show it off because it's not unique to this car. So we have those in. And we need to put the axles in. And then we can pop these wheels into the pinholes in the side of the vehicle like this. And wow, this takes up almost the whole length of my table. So let's get this off of the area because it's in the way. All right, so that concludes our build. We're just under the 3-hour mark. Let's see if I can get something going here for an exit display. And let's see what I can set up here. So here I have the Dodge Dragster. What a beautiful and unique design. And an unexpected build. That was a fun one. And we also have from earlier the vintage Dodge Challenger. let's go ahead and set up our exit scene. So our two drivers will hold their accessories like I have them do in the garage. You've seen how I do this before. They hold their helmet in their left hand, our right, and they hold the wrench in their other hand, and then they stand with their cars. So here's one last look at the Challenger driver ready to go. And now let's get our wrench, and helmet. Here's one last look at our dragster driver. And we'll stand her forward as well because her car's all the way in the back. We'll just stand these two in front. And well, purple, unique to Speed Champions. Dragster, unique to Speed Champions. This was a 2-pack of uniqueness. Let's see who we can rate out in 2. And one of my drivers just fell on the floor. I'll just pick him up after stream at this point. Ooh, McDoodle. McDoodle's starting early tonight. She's usually a late night. Well, she's a talented musician, so we'll go see McDoodle tonight. The raid is being created. I have 2 more Speed Champions 2-packs somewhere in the mail system, and there'll be 3 more behind that, and then we'll be done with the series. We're getting close. It's all 2-packs from here on out. I'll probably see you this weekend with another. We might do a game stream or a music stream during the week, depending on how things go. And I will see you soon. Have a good night. I will see you soon. Have a good night. I will see you soon. Have a good night. Ooh, they went offline just as I rated. Shoot. Well, I guess that's the stream then. Have a good night.